And a good evening to everybody. KROX is live from the Crookston High School Gymnasium. We are finally into bulk Crookston High School fall sports besides girls tennis, which has gotten underway already a little bit. Boys soccer got started on Saturday, and now it's volleyball's turn to have the honor in their season opener and home opener as they take on the Bagley Flyers here on KROX Radio. You can also watch this on KROX TV on our YouTube channel. Got all the outlets for you to listen or watch this game, whichever you prefer. So, of course, it's a good matchup for two relatively evenly matched teams. Of course, Crookston, as you might remember, pretty rough year last year, but there were a lot of building and good pieces to build upon when that team came through. And they graduated a lot of players, so there is going to be a fair amount of new names that you might not have heard last year coming into the starting lineup this year, as well as some that came in throughout the second half that really started to stake their claim as part of the starting lineup on the varsity side. As for Bagley, roughly the same thing, graduated a bunch of players. Now they're looking at a relatively different lineup. There are only 4 combined seniors in this matchup alone. 3 of them are on the Bagley side, only 1 on the Crookston side. And so 2 very young squads going at it here. The C squad was won by Crookston in straight sets, 25-14, 25-18. The JV was won straight sets by Bagley, 25-17, 25-15. We had a chance to talk with both head coaches, Sarah Schwagel for Bagley in her 9th year, and Katie Morgan for the Pirates in her 5th year. We'll take a look at that. We'll take a look at our Draft Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard update and the Napper Crookston Welding and Machine starting lineups. That'll all be coming up right after this here on KRX. We'll take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll hear from head coach Sarah Schwagel coming up right after this.
You can make a sweet life right here in the Red River Valley with a career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Our shift schedule offers 14 days off per month, which gives you time for family, friends, the great outdoors, and everything else you enjoy about small-town living. Entry-level positions are available, and pay starts around $18 per hour. Apply today at crystalsugar.com and share in our sweet success.
From shoulder to hand, hips to toes, and everything in between, the Riverview Health Orthopedic Team has you covered. With advanced training and joint replacements, upper and lower extremity, spine, foot, and ankle care, you know you'll be in good hands with Drs. Spinell, Schall, Sekundiak, Stanky, Kim, and Abasi. For appointments, call Riverview Clinic at 218-281-9595.
Riverview Health, exceptional people, exceptional care. Riverview Health.
You deserve the best. Earn your degree at University of Minnesota Crookston with the best public dorms in Minnesota, ranked by niche. With over 75 programs, you'll easily find the best fit for you. In this close-knit community, you're just around the corner from your new best friends. Plus, the U of M system has the lowest cost after financial aid in the state, so you receive the best value for your education. University of Minnesota Crookston. Small campus, big degree. The best of both worlds.
Ever wonder what your city government does for you? They provide police and fire protection, emergency and disaster preparation, building code and zoning enforcement, street repair, cleaning and snow plowing, curbside garbage and recycling collection, plus spring and fall cleanup weeks. They deliver safe drinking water and maintain a wastewater system. They care for 22 parks and provide year-round recreation activities. They give loans for economic development and housing. They do all this and much more with the help of your city employees.
Shopping for groceries is easier than ever with Hugo's Family Marketplace. To simplify life, Hugo's offers convenient online shopping with delivery or curbside pickup at gohugos.com. Even better, shop on the go with the Hugo's Family Marketplace smartphone app. Download e-coupons, recipes, grocery lists, weekly ads, and place your grocery order right from your phone. Save time and save big with Hugo's Family Marketplace, your hometown grocer since 1939.
You're gonna find more low prices, more great stuff when you go to Hugo's.
Pre-game show, Bagley Flyers head coach Sarah Schwagel is with us. Surprised I did not get my tongue twisted on that. And coach, we're starting a new year. We're starting a new season and have roughly 2 weeks-ish of practice to get to this point. We're already into week 1. How are you feeling? How's the team feeling since that August 11th start of practices to get to this point in week 1?
It's been just going wonderful the first couple of weeks in. We have had a lot of practices now. We had a game rescheduled from the 21st. We were supposed to come. So I feel like we have had a lot of practices under our belts. We had a scrimmage, and, that went pretty well overall. Just trying to kind of figure some things out and building chemistry with kind of a new group that you're putting together every year, kind of trying to piece everything together the way you want to start out and kind of see how it goes. But as far as how practices have been going, we've got a lot of reps in. We've been doing a lot of good things. The girls have worked hard, had great attitudes at practices, and just a super fun group to work with.
In terms of just the plan for this year, in terms of how you want things ran, of course, there aren't very many seniors on this team. There's only 3 of them. So you're starting to incorporate a lot of younger players. What kind of style do you want this team to run?
Yeah, we are a very young team overall. This group, I always go back to, they're so competitive. These girls are a very competitive group in general. They work so hard. They work hard in the off season. And really what I think people are going to see from our team is they're going to see a lot of scrappiness. I think they're going to see a good passing team. We're not huge by any means. Our attack is getting better and stronger, but we're pretty small. So people are going to see scrappiness. We're going to keep things alive. And I think if we can reduce our errors, that's going to be a really big key for us too.
Now, in terms of taking on Crookston, yeah, they had a bit of a rough year last year. They're also a very young squad. But what kinds of things do you know about them? What do you expect to see out of them? And what do you think you need to be prepared for?
Yeah, I mean, you just have to be prepared for everything. You take that C team. We just watched the C team game, and they came out, and their C team played a very good game, and they looked sharp. They didn't make a lot of mistakes, and I think that's something that could, possibly we could see at all the different levels. Their coach is doing a good job with the program. I know she's newer and trying to get it built up, and she's, that's impressive. It's hard work to do, and so I think they're coming along, and so you never can take anyone lightly by any means. Just have to be ready for anything they're going to throw at us tonight, and I don't know exactly what that's going to be, but everything, you just need to be ready what we've prepared for.
What are some specific keys to the game that you think you really need to do well if you want to get out of here with a win?
I think we need to have a very strong night at the service line. I think just very few errors there, and being aggressive to serving, not giving them anything too easy to attack, and because you have to play defense right on that. So you want to bring it hard so they can't get in their system super quick. And then I would just say just the energy too. The energy overall, I think we just have to have unmatched energy and just really bring the energy, the communication, and just keep our spirits up and shake off mistakes.
Lastly, what will be the message to the girls right before they head out onto the court?
I believe in them. I've got their back. They're a great group of girls, and I'm just excited for them to, have a showtime tonight now.
Let's have some fun, Coach. Appreciate your time and good luck.
Thank you so much.
And that was the head coach of the Bagley Flyers, Coach Sarah Schwagel, here on the Riverview Health pregame show. We'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll hear from the head coach of the Crookston Pirates, Coach Katie Morgan, coming up right after this.
This is my farm.
Don't come out here and tell me what I need.
I need solutions that work and market options that are worth my time.
Small town support that sees the bigger picture.
A global network that empowers us. A co-op that's there for us every day.
This is Lindsay Erdman, Executive Director at Benedictine Living Community of Crookston. It is our privilege to serve the Crookston community and the surrounding area by offering a continuum of care ranging from assisted living, skilled nursing care, memory care, short-term stay and rehab, and outpatient therapy, including physical, occupational, and speech therapy. We also offer many employment opportunities with great benefits, on-site daycare, and a scholarship program. Contact us today at 218-281-3424 or benedictinecrookston.org.
At Crookston High School, we really have a lot going on.
There isn't that much going on.
Oh yeah? We have
softball,
baseball,
track and field, soccer, swimming, tennis,
golf,
volleyball,
trap shooting,
hockey, basketball,
wrestling. So we have a lot of sports.
And there is
orchestra,
band,
choir, visual arts,
speech,
theater,
Leo Club.
And Crookston is one of the highest academic schools in the region.
Really?
Yeah, really, especially in math and science.
I guess we do have a lot going on.
Yeah, and that's why Crookston High School is
my education destination.
For over 45 years, Grove Mechanical has been the trusted choice for heating and cooling solutions in Crookston and the surrounding communities. From furnace repairs to air conditioning installations, we're committed to keeping your home comfortable year-round. We're proud to support this community and all its athletes. Best of luck to the Crookston Pirates this season. Grove Mechanical is behind you all the way.
For all of your automotive service needs, call Christian Brothers Ford here in Crookston. We have a service team to handle all of your vehicle's needs. Does your vehicle pull to the right or left? Call and schedule an alignment today. Proper alignment saves gas and wear on your tires. We're here to take care of your vehicle repairs and maintenance. Call Christopher or Jersey in the service department at 281-1338. Make an appointment today with the service department at Christian Brothers Ford of Crookston, where we make it easy.
Is here with us. Coach, good to see you again. Been a little while, and now we're rolling into yet another volleyball season. 2 weeks to the date since practice has started. How have those 2 weeks been, getting everybody back on the court and rolling into some gameplay?
Yeah, it's been good. It's always, the first 2 weeks are always dragging, and it's tough to get the girls going every day, but we have a really, really good group of girls, 7th through 12th grade. They're ready in the gym every single day, ready to practice, ready to put their best foot forward. So it's been a really good last 2 weeks. First week was really heavy in the gym and weight room. This last week, our varsity's been really, really busy. We actually had 3 scrimmages, which is really fun to see the girls compete against a few other teams and come out successful. So yeah, we're excited to have a real game.
In terms of all the practice, scrimmage, and things like that, you're working on at the beginning of the year, trying to find an identity, who you are, and the style you want to play. What are we kind of leaning towards? What kind of volleyball do you want to see this team play out on the court?
Yeah, we graduated out a lot of seniors last year, so we have a few returners, but it's kind of like a blank slate, a blank page, which is kind of nice as well. We just really want to see us controlling what we can control and doing our jobs on the court, being very disciplined in being in our spots at all times. I've been preaching that for 5 years now, but I think it's finally clicking, and one of our girls even during one of the scrimmages, she was in the right spot, got a beautiful dig, and she looked at me and she's like, it works. So it's fun to see, that's kind of clicking through, and just doing our job and knowing our roles.
And now in terms of Bagley, they're coming into town here. They've been another program starting to build their way up from closer to the bottom up now into middle of the pack, trying to get some bigger matches and bigger wins, kind of same as the process you're going through. What do you know about them? What do you think you have to be prepared for out of them?
Yeah, Bagley's always a really fun beginning of the season match for us to start with. They're always very level of the same playing game as us, so it's really been fun to play them every single year. We're going to see, I think, really aggressive front row and servers. That's what we see every single year out of them. So we really got to stay focused in on our serve receive, which is huge for us. We've struggled with that previous years. We've really started to focus in on that, and the girls are seeing that when you have a good pass, serve receive, or defense, our offense can roll off of that. So that'll be key for us.
You know, we mentioned the serve receive. What are some other specific keys to the game that you think you have to do well if you're going to get out of here with the win?
Yeah, serve receive is going to be huge, and then just knowing our job, doing what we're supposed to do, and less errors, really.
Lastly, what will be the message to the girls before they get out on the court?
Exactly that. Just control. Let's have fun out there. Control what we can control. We've been having really successful serves. As long as we can control our serve receive, get into our defensive positions, we'll have a really good match tonight.
Well, Coach, I very much appreciate your time. Good luck, and we'll talk postgame.
Thank you.
And that was the head coach of the Crookston Pirates, Katie Morgan, here with us on the Riverview Health pregame show. We will take a break. When we come back, we'll take a look at our Napa Crookston Welding and Machine starting lineups, and that will be coming up right after this here on both KROX Radio and KROX TV.
Hi, I'm Dr. Angie Smith, optometrist at the Crookston Eye Clinic and Foston Eye Clinic. We aim to provide high-quality products to our patients, things that we use ourselves in treating our own dry eye or coatings that we like to use on our own glasses.
We offer myopia control contact lenses for children, which are soft contacts that not only correct their vision, but are designed to slow the progression of their nearsightedness.
The eyes lead the body, and we are passionate about helping the eyes be safer, sharper, and faster.
Crookston Valley Cooperative in Crookston is your full-service local agronomy dealer, delivering the products and services that you've come to expect. Crookston Valley Cooperative specializes in seed, chemical, and fertilizers that you need to keep your farm operation growing. For expert advice you can rely on, give Sean, Mike, or Matt a call at 281-1178 today or stop by at Crookston Valley Cooperative, located at 1122 Fairfax Avenue in Crookston. Crookston Valley Co-op, here to keep you growing.
Welcome to Andy Ullman State Farm. We're located on 423 North Broadway, next to Holiday in Crookston, Minnesota. Third generation agent with State Farm. We've got a team here with over 75 years of experience, 6 of us fully licensed, here to serve you. We know insurance is about a promise, and we're here from the beginning to throughout the whole process to deliver on that promise.
Nobody likes to wait on hold, and neither do we. Give our office a call where a cheerful voice is ready to help you right away. Call 218-281-3643.
You've been waiting for a chance to do something that matters, something big without a big price tag. Welcome to Northland Community and Technical College. Here you can have a big impact on a small campus, in classrooms that mirror today's workplace, with instructors who teach from experience and know you by name. You've been waiting for a place like this. Are you ready?
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck, yes, that'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Minnesota, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
And we are back here at the Crookston High School Gymnasium. Let's take a look at the Napa Crookston Welding and Machine starting lineups, because they have what you need, and they'll make sure your battery will start the first time every time. So buy a Legend battery from Napa Crookston Welding and Machine. They handle all your Legend battery needs for your cars, trucks, heads up, ball coming my way, recreational vehicles, snowmobiles, and ATVs. You don't normally see a ball get this high up the stands, so apologize for the jump there. Let's take a look at the Napa Crookston Welding and Machine starting lineups. For Bagley, the Hoy sisters will be getting starts on the outside. Maisie Hoy and McKaylin Hoy. Madison Mullen will start as well, the setting sophomore. And then you've got Caitlin Kapula, the senior, one of 3 seniors on this team. Kaylee Thompson, the freshman in the middle, will start. And then Alexis Soderstrom, junior middle hitter, will be starting as well. No libero, but a solid rotation of 3 or 4 different players that'll be coming off the bench. For Crookston, they will be starting Lana Peterson, Rylan Auble, Allie Wagner, Maddie Abrams, Abby Burley, Brenna Kopecky, and Jade Uttermark. And Lana Peterson will be the libero just for set 1, and then they'll switch to Ella Anderson from set 2 until the remainder of the match. Crookston is in their home blues with the white numbers in the gold trim and gold pirates on the backs. Bagley are in the road whites. The logo just on top of the number in maroon with the gold trim. We are just about ready for the anthem, and then we'll be rolling right along here in this game, the first game of the season for Crookston Volleyball. We're very excited about it. It should be a lot of fun. We will take a break, and when we come back, we'll have the start of this game coming up right after this.
You can make a sweet life right here in the Red River Valley with a career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Our shift schedule offers 14 days off per month, which gives you time for family, friends, the great outdoors, and everything else you enjoy about small-town living. Entry-level positions are available, and pay starts around $18 per hour. Apply today at crystalsugar.com and share in our sweet success.
From shoulder to hand, hips to toes, and everything in between, the Riverview Health Orthopedic Team has you covered. With advanced training and joint replacements, upper and lower extremity, spine, foot, and ankle care, you know you'll be in good hands with Drs. Spinell, Schall, Sekundiak, Stanky, Kim, and Abassi. For appointments, call Riverview Clinic at 218-281-9595.
Riverview Health, exceptional people, exceptional care. Riverview Health.
You deserve the best. Earn your degree at University of Minnesota Crookston with the best public dorms in Minnesota, ranked by niche. With over 75 programs, you'll easily find the best fit for you. In this close-knit community, you're just around the corner from your new best friends. Plus, the U of M system has the lowest cost after financial aid in the state, so you receive the best value for your education. University of Minnesota Crookston. Small campus, big degree. The best of both worlds.
Ever wonder what your city government does for you? They provide police and fire protection, emergency and disaster preparation, building code and zoning enforcement, street repair, cleaning and snow plowing, curbside garbage and recycling collection, plus spring and fall cleanup weeks. They deliver safe drinking water and maintain a wastewater system. They care for 22 parks and provide year-round recreation activities. They give loans for economic development and housing. They do all this and much more with the help of your city employees.
Shopping for groceries is easier than ever with Hugo's Family Marketplace. To simplify life, Hugo's offers convenient online shopping with delivery or curbside pickup at gohugos.com. Even better, shop on the go with the Hugo's Family Marketplace smartphone app. Download e-coupons, recipes, grocery lists, weekly ads, and place your grocery order right from your phone. Save time and save big with Hugo's Family Marketplace, your hometown grocer since 1939.
You're gonna find more low prices, more great stuff when you go to Hugo's.
You deserve the best. Earn your degree at University of Minnesota Crookston with the best public dorms in Minnesota, ranked by niche. With over 75 programs, you'll easily find the best fit for you. In this close-knit community, you're just around the corner from your new best friends. Plus, the U of M system has the lowest cost after financial aid in the state, so you receive the best value for your education. University of Minnesota Crookston. Small campus, big degree. The best of both worlds.
And we're back here at Crookston High School for the start of the volleyball season for 2025 for the Crookston High School Pirates. As the starting lineups are getting announced, and I don't know what the players are throwing into the stands there. I think they were drawing volleyballs, I think it's what it was. Some papers that they're throwing in. Students are here as they like to show up. The school technically hasn't started yet, so by technical definition, these students are here supporting while on summer break. So give them a bit more credit for getting out and making their way out here to watch their classmates that are about to be classmates getting underway in their athletic season. As mentioned, Crookston is on your right side of the screen. They are in blue. If you're listening on the radio, they're on the right side. They'll be hitting the ball from right to left. They're in blue. Libero, Lana Peterson, is in white. And then Bagley is in all white. They do not play a libero in their setup. They played maroon for C-Squad and JV. Battle of two coaches who've been building up programs since they've gotten into the program. Of course, Coach Sarah Schwegel in her 9th year, and Coach Katie Morgan in her 5th year. Official Steve Fillion hands the ball off, and we're just about to get underway. I love seeing Steve doing all these sports. As soon as he finished up 3rd place run for the Red Lake County Rebel men's boys basketball team in March, went straight to softball officiating, and we were talking before the game, and he said he can understand how quickly someone can struggle to understand the rules of volleyball, but if you get it, you know like the back of your hand, and couldn't be further from the truth there for Steve. Here we go. Bagley will serve first. Kaylee Thompson, the freshman, will be the one to lead things off. Let's get this volleyball season underway, shall we? Away we go with the serve to the back line and too far out of bounds. And the Pirates strike first. Brenna Kopecky, freshman, will be serving now. Steps in, fires. This serve is also long. Maybe some jitters to get this one going. 2 long serves to start out. Both C-Squad and JV ended in straight sets. C-Squad Crookston won, JV Bagley won. Already a substitution. Lots of players will be rotating in and out for the Flyers. Stella Jessness is in the game. This serve is taken by Kopecky. Running up into the middle where Abby Bruley fires. Tipped at the net. Dug out there at the back line. And now looking to set up a whacking hit, but that's a little too far. Off the hand of Michaela Hoy, the sophomore. 3 points have just been because the ball's been hit too long 3 times. Crookston with the 2-1 lead, and the libero Lana Peterson, the sophomore, will serve as Bruley will come out for her. And that one's a little short, and it's going to hit the net. So no kills at this stage. 4 out-of-bounds points. Michaela Hoy will now serve. Two apiece. Jump serve to the back line. Peterson digs it out. Over to Kopecky towards the middle. It's going to be a free ball. Dug out and sent back over. And now looking to set up again. The other Hoy, that's Maisie. Hits off the top of the net and lands inbounds for the first kill of the match. And McKaylin Hoy will serve again for Bagley's first lead at 3-2. On the way, a bullet dug out by Peterson. This might go over the net. Tapped over in two. That was a good effort there that time. Just couldn't get it to work. Now a beautiful touch, but she might have ran into the net. And she did. That was Maisie Hoy who came in to try and hit it with two hands. As Jade Uttermark had moved away from where that ball was placed, but running into the net, a violation there, and we're knotted up at 3. Now Allie Wagner, the lefty, will serve from inside the basketball paint, but pulled it to the right. It's out of bounds. 4-3 Bagley. Got started just around 7:30, so really not too far off from the 7:15 expected start. Alexis Soderstrom will now step in and serve. That played up in the air. Running out behind the line is Peterson, and a free ball dug over by Wagner. Over into the middle. And sent right back, but a little too far outside. Good effort that time by Kaylee Thompson, but pulled it to the left. Another substitution here. As in for Bagley comes Kira Lynch. 4-4 our score. We've been alternating points this entire time. Maddie Abrams will serve. Dug out beautifully by McKaylin Hoy. Looking to set up Maisie, and that one's dug out by Wagner. Played in the back, and Wagner's got to send a free ball back over to Maisie Hoy. Set up by Kumpula, and then sent out of bounds again that time by Thompson. 5-4, Crookston in front. Another serve on the way here for Abrams. Will spin the ball in the right hand and fires away high. Floater dug out beautifully. Looking to set up Thompson again. Dug out! It goes all too far to the bleachers. Diving to try to make an effort there was Lana Peterson. And we just continue to go back and forth. They continue to feed Thompson over there. Madison Mullen is now back in the game. Mullen serves it. Dug out by Peterson. Auble lining up in the middle. Uttermark! And delivers the kill into the back corner. Set up beautifully to the sophomore. Peterson out, now Uttermark will serve. Moving quickly, fires it away. Bit of a misplay there on the serve receive. Sent it right there to Kira Lynch, and the first multi-point lead of this first set will go to Crookston at 7-5. Uttermark again, a bullet way too far. That goes long. 7-6, our score here in set one. Maisie Hoy will fire away. Received by Wagner up near the bleachers. Peterson does a 360 to get there. Free ball's a little low. And that serve receive, which is mentioned, that was the biggest problem last year that they had to deal with. And Coach Morgan said, as you heard in our pregame interview, serve receive was at the top point again for them. And a whistle here before the serve. And what do we have here as Coach Philly blew the whistle? Looks like an illegal rotation on the Flyers. Coach Schwagel wants an explanation. But that should be point Pirates, I would think. Either that or they, yep, it is 8-7 on the illegal motion, illegal rotation inside near the net. Service on the way from Rylan Auble. Fires a bullet. Played well that time by Mullen. Over to McKaylin Hoy. Dug out by Peterson. Tracking it down is Auble. Peterson's got to send it free over to the back line. Played well over there by Lynch. And then setting up Thompson again. Dug out by Auble, but it gets down, nearly ran into Peterson. And Thompson is starting to find her groove after a couple misses to start the match. 8-all, and another substitution as Alexis Soderstrom will come back in. Big roster, about 10-player rotation you see out of Bagley as they wind down, especially into the later sets where more players will get in. Thompson will serve. Played well by Kopecky. Auble lining up Bruley, and dug out with a dive. Still kept alive. Michaela Hoy tipped at the line by Bruley, and it gets down, and Bagley's back in front. With a 9-8 advantage. Another serve here for Thompson. In front are the Flyers. Serve to the back line, and Peterson has trouble with the serve receive. It goes to the back wall, and that's the first multi-point lead for Bagley to get things started. It's a 10-8 advantage for the Flyers. Closely contested to get this first match underway. Thompson fires, serve to Peterson, receives this one well. Obels over there. And over to Wagner and spikes the, no pun intended, tried to spike it over the net, but it went straight down into the court. And that's 4 unanswered points now for the Flyers, and they have an 11-8 advantage. Best run either team has seen so far. Here comes Thompson with the serve. Dug out beautifully by Abrams. Obel lining up Wagner, take 2, and just misses that one outside. Good idea, but couldn't find what she wanted there, and we're going to have our first timeout of the game called by the Pirates. A 5-0 run for the Flyers, and now they have a 4-point lead at 12-8. We'll take 60 seconds. We'll be back on KROX.
For over 45 years, Grove Mechanical has been the trusted choice for heating and cooling solutions in Crookston and the surrounding communities. From furnace repairs to air conditioning installations, we're committed to keeping your home comfortable year-round. We're proud to support this community and all its athletes. Best of luck to the Crookston Pirates this season. Grove Mechanical is behind you all the way.
Crookston Valley Cooperative in Crookston is your full-service local agronomy dealer, delivering the products and services that you've come to expect. Crookston Valley Cooperative specializes in seed, chemical, and fertilizers that you need to keep your farm operation growing. For expert advice you can rely on, give Sean, Mike, or Matt a call at 281-1178 today, or stop by at Crookston Valley Cooperative, located at 1122 Fairfax Avenue in Crookston. Crookston Valley Co-op, here to keep you growing.
Here we go, right back at it. Thompson at 12-8 Flyers. Delivers it to dugout by Peterson. Obel cuts off Kopecky over to Bruley. Too far. And that's now a 6-0 run for the Flyers after an illegal rotation made it 8-7 Pirates. Bagley has come back and said, you know what, we're not going to do that again. Let's start scoring some points. And that's exactly what their goal is. Thompson, low serve. Peterson has to go down to get it. Obel over to Wagner, straight into the net. Pirates looked sharp for the first 15 or so points and starting to slip just a little bit. Still plenty of time here. 4-0 run like that, they're right back in this set. Here comes Thompson on the way. Bull to the back line, too far and out of bounds, and that might be what the Pirates needed to get back into this set. 9-14 service coming from Kopecky. Delivers. Our side. Dug out well by Mullen. That one deflected at the net and lands inbounds on the kill by Alexis Soderstrom. So now Caitlin Kumpala will serve. Delivers one. Kopecky right on the out-of-bounds line receives that. Obel calls off Wagner to Bruley in the middle. Took a weird jump, but it crossed up everybody, and it ends up working in favor of the Pirates. She jumped a little early, didn't hit it as hard as she wanted to, and it ends up resulting in a kill. Talking with Coach Morgan before the game, and one of the scrimmages they had on Saturday, Bruley had 3 solo blocks. So she's been very good in the middle so far. Some confusion by the Flyers, and that did get over. That was a good lunging dig. Over to Uttermark, and she put it into the net. My goodness, Maisie Hoy was over there and somehow got it inside that flagpole. The chair umpire there knows if it's inside or not. It was close, but it was. Point goes to Bagley, 16-10. Michaela Hoy will fire a serve. Low bullet, dug out by Peterson, straight into the net. And that will head right back down. And Bagley is now starting to control this set. 10-2 run for them, up 17-10. Michaela Hoy will now serve once again. On the way, dug out by Peterson. Wagner cuts it off to set it up. Here comes Kopecky with the left hand, tipped to the net, sent back over, and I think that's in a double hit. Oh, lift. They're going to call a lift on that. Point will go to the Pirates, 17-11. Oh, 17-11 our score. The lefty Wagner will serve. Dug out well on the back line. Thompson looking to set up Soderstrom and set straight back by Maddie Abrams. Abrams gets a hand on that, knocks it down. Back-to-back points for the Pirates. Cut the lead to 5. Serve on the way, a little too long. Read well by Thompson back there. Called out almost immediately after it was hit. It was closer than that, but it landed out. 18-12. And Soderstrom will serve once again. On the way, and dug out, and a little slap right back over in 2 by Abel, but they're going to say that she lifted that up. Now it's a little tight on that, but they're going to call a lift. It's 19-12. Twins baseball, they're taking on the top team in the American League, the Toronto Blue Jays. Down 6-1, but bases are loaded with 1 out in the 6th for the Twins as that serve goes long. They're facing Max Scherzer, who's still good, no matter what people say. He's 40 years old. He's striking out a lot of guys again. He recovered from injury, and his ERA has been under 2 since he's come back. So the Blue Jays might want to think about re-signing him. Abrams to serve. That one dug out on a knee by Michaelin Hoy. Back up the other way. Lining up Uttermark, and got the line. Very nicely done. Good kill by Uttermark, 20-13 now, and that serve is way long off the hand of Abrams, and she knew it. There have not been any long rallies, really, to speak of in this first set. Bagley is looking to take this first set in very quick fashion. They're 4 points away from it. Service on the way, played up by Peterson. Abel's got it, over to Kopecky, and off the hands, and down. It hit the hands of Kumpula. Kill for Kopecky. Twins got 1 run out of that, cut it down to 6-2, but they had another out at the plate, so there's runner on second, 2 down. Here's Uttermark. Good start to her game today. Flyers on the way, and that serve is long somehow. Keeping her hands out of the way of that was Kira Lynch. Last second, little dodge to pull her hands back. It worked, and it's a 22-14 lead for Bagley, 3 points away from taking set 1. Maisie Hoy will serve, dug out by Abrams. Over to Abel. Full free ball the opposite way there from Kopecky. Now looking to set up Michaelin Hoy, and Kopecky's hand just deflected it away from Abrams. And it lands down, and now we're 2 points away from Bagley taking set 1. As the ball ended up taking off towards the locker room, so they run it down and roll it on the way over. Freshman Maisie Hoy will serve. Dug out by Abrams. Abel runs it down. Lining up Kopecky. That's sent straight back. Get it back over the net. Up to Thompson. And dug out by Abrams, but Ed to the scores table. And a nice catch by the scoreboard operator down there. Keeps her head in the game. Set point now for Bagley. 24-14. Service on the way. Wagner digs it out. Abel back. Bruley tries to tap it. Didn't get all of it. Kaylin Hoy is there. Now looking to line up cross court. And that's going to go the way of the Flyers. With a tip there at the front of the net. And that will be set 1. To the Flyers, a 1-0 lead. We'll take a break, and we'll be back right after this here on KROX.
This is my farm.
Don't come out here and tell me what I need.
I need solutions that work. and market options that are worth my time.
Small town support that sees the bigger picture.
A global network that empowers us. A co-op that's there for us every day.
This is Lindsay Erdman, Executive Director at Benedictine Living Community of Crookston. It is our privilege to serve the Crookston community and the surrounding area by offering a continuum of care ranging from assisted living, skilled nursing care, memory care, short-term stay and rehab, and outpatient therapy, including physical, occupational, and speech therapy. We also offer many employment opportunities with great benefits, on-site daycare, and a scholarship program. Contact us today at 218-281-3424 or benedictinecrookston.org.
At Crookston High School, we really have a lot going on.
There isn't that much going on.
Oh yeah? We have
softball,
baseball,
track and field, soccer, swimming, tennis,
golf,
volleyball,
crap shooting, hockey,
basketball,
wrestling. So we have a lot of sports.
And there is
orchestra,
band,
choir,
visual arts,
speech,
theater, Leo Club.
And Crookston is one of the highest academic schools in the region.
Really?
Yeah, really, especially in math and science.
I guess we do have a lot of going on.
Yeah, and that's why Crookston High School is
my education destination.
For over 45 years, Grove Mechanical has been the trusted choice for heating and cooling solutions in Crookston and the surrounding communities. From furnace repairs to air conditioning installations, we're committed to keeping your home comfortable year-round. We're proud to support this community and all its athletes. Best of luck to the Crookston Pirates this season. Grove Mechanical is behind you all the way.
For all of your automotive service needs, call Christian Brothers Ford here in Crookston. We have a service team to handle all of your vehicle's needs. Does your vehicle pull to the right or left? Call and schedule an alignment today. Proper alignment saves gas and wear on your tires. We're here to take care of your vehicle repairs and maintenance. Call Christopher or Jersey in the service department at 281-1338. Make an appointment today with the service department at Christian.
As we welcome you back to the Crookston High School Gymnasium. Set one goes to Bagley 25-14. They end up outscoring the Pirates by a whopping 18-6 to end that set after an illegal rotation made it 8-7 Pirates. Bagley decided that was enough. They shaped up. Second set underway with Obel to serve on the way, and some confusion, and it's an immediate ace. Oh, good work there for Obel. Sophomore really made the outside hitter role her own as a freshman. She's designed into a setter this year as Soderstrom tries to kill it, and Bruley double hits it. Soderstrom delivers to tie this one up at 1. Another substitution here as back in comes Stella Jesness. Alternating some setting roles with Mullen and Kampula as that serve is outside. A line out of bounds, and it's 2-1 Pirates here in set 2. And the Pirates will make a substitution as Morgan Bowl will check in for the first time. Lana Peterson, who was out of the libero jersey and was into a regular jersey, was in briefly. Ella Anderson is now the girl in white, the libero for the Pirates. That kill attempt goes long off the hand of Michaela Hoy. Pirates up 3-1. Kopecky to serve this. On the way to the back line, dug out by Thompson. Now looking to line up Soderstrom, and a little too close in on the net that time. And I think they're going to give that, I don't know what number they gave that to, but that's still a mistake for Crookston, so it's now 3-2. In favor of the Pirates, Michaela Hoy will serve to tie up this set here early in the second. Fires one low, dug way up by Kopecky, up into the rafters. Somehow Anderson saw it. Free ball is going to get over the net by Kopecky. Well done there. Now they got to play some defense. Soderstrom off her back foot, dug out by Obel. Wagner in 2, and it's played there well that time by the Flyers. Soderstrom again, sent straight back by Bruley. Trying to send it in 2 to the corner and places it well. A beautiful shot that time by Jesness. Delivered well, and that was a great play by Bruley at the front of the net. She's a really good blocker. But if you can defend it, Crookston closes in a bit, and so you have that open backslide. What a serve by Hoy, sent back in 2 by the Pirates. Now looking to set up Maisie Hoy. Oh, what a block, and dug back out by Michaela Hoy. Back to Soderstrom, and again a little too close to the net for the Pirates, and that's 3 unanswered, and Bagley's back in front, 4-3. Tell you what, though, that front net presence looks really good right now. But Bagley has a defense for it. Michaela Hoy delivers. Received well by Kopecky. Over to Anderson. Off Morgan Bowl. Free ball. Michaela Hoy is there. Kumpula, they fake one way, try and lob it a little too far, though, as Jessness goes out of bounds. 4-all. Close in the beginning of set 1 like we were in set 2. Serve on the way here for Bruley. Received by Thompson. Jessness up to Maisie Hoy. Finds an open corner over the head of Morgan Bowl. 5-4 Flyers. Soderstrom will now be the one to serve. Little hop, step, serve into the net. 5-all. We'll check back in Kira Lynch for Soderstrom after that errant serve. And Wagner will come out now. Or Leah Parkin in for the first time today. In the varsity side, played almost every single rally in the JV game. And that serve goes long in her first entry. Flyers up 6-5, and Wagner's going to come right back in for Parkin. So, the thing about Parkin has the mismatch baby blue and hot pink shoes, which are very cool. You know, some teams, they give you shoes and they make you wear a specific color. Some teams don't. I like it when they don't, although I'm in the minority, I think, on that one. If you talk to anybody who likes order of that. Serve receive goes back over the net, so Bagley's setting up. Looking for Thompson, whacks it to the back corner. Anderson was going out of bounds, still played it. Kept alive by Abel, up to the middle, and Uttermark had knocked it back in. That was dug out back over the net. Wagner in 2, and played in the back line beautifully by Lynch. Lining up. Maisie Hoy deflected at the net and down. Another one for Hoy. 7-5. It's been pretty fun volleyball to this point. Serve near side, played by Kopecky. Wagner runs it down, lining up. Abel deflected the net, tipped up into the air by Mullen, and a free ball back the other way by Kabula. Trying to set up another free ball. This one's going to Abel, played by Michaela Hoy. Lining up, Kabula too far. Might be prone to see a bit more errors in this first match of the year, as Lana Peterson, not the libero, will check back in for Morgan Bowl. Bowl is one of the tallest players on this team, and one of the most athletic families in Crookston, I'd say, with Grace and Chloe and Morgan, and you can put an et cetera at the end of that. Kapula fires again, deflected at the net and down. As Chloe will play tennis in the fall, basketball in the spring, will run track. All the bowls run track. There's a low bullet played by Wagner. Abel to Uttermark and dug out, spinning around, keeping that one alive, and a free ball by Kapula to the back line, and Wagner tracked down by Abel. Finding Kopecky, sent straight back. Kapula's got it. And a 9-6 lead for the Flyers. 8-3 run all of a sudden after down 3-1 to start the set. Service from Maisie Hoy, really low, and it ends up being a beautiful serve as Wagner couldn't get the serve receive off the ground. The Hoy sisters can definitely play, and they're young, a sophomore and a freshman respectively, so Bagley's got some talent here with these young outside hitters and servers. Another serve, this one's dug out by Anderson. Abel looking for Uttermark, hits it with her offhand, played by Kapula. Lining up, Michaela Hoy, dug out by Anderson, running around the umpire chair and into the bleachers as Abel tried to track that one down. It's an 11-6 lead for Bagley. They've scored 10 of the last 13 points. keeping their foot on the gas. Maisie Hoy is served. Wagner has trouble with the serve receive, and it goes into the bleachers. And Coach Morgan is going to make, I thought she was going to call a timeout. She's actually going to make a substitution. And it will be the first time. See Keaton Kleiner, the freshman, number 9, coming into the game. Allie Wagner will sit back down. Service on the way from Hoy right to Kleiner. She digs it out. Anderson is there, finding Kopecky. Cross court off the top of the net. Oh, what a dig! But she crossed the net as a result of that. Crossed the line under the net. So that'll be a point to the Pirates. Great effort there that time by Michaela Hoy to somehow get a hand on that. And it looked like the Flyers had an opportunity to play that ball. But it ends up staying just a little too close to the net and couldn't stay away from it. 12-7, Anderson will serve. Received well by the Flyers. Lining up, Michaela Hoy sent back but out of bounds as Bruley got a good hand on it. No dice on that one. 6-point lead for the Flyers in set 2, up a set to none as Soderstrom will check back in. Thompson will serve for the Flyers. Flyers won the first set 25-14 in case you're just joining us on either KROX Radio or KROX TV as we approach 8 o'clock on this Monday. Service on the way, dug out by Peterson. Tracked down by Auble, looking for Kopecky. Fires it, it's blocked! Back by Kumpula again! And now the front net presence has really stepped up for the Flyers, and that was Crookston who performed better in that regard in set 1. Thompson ready. And the serve. Cross court right to Anderson. Over there is Auble. Lining up Bruley. Deflected at the net. And Maisie Hoy is there. Mullen, and that's sent out of bounds. And that is a Crookston point. A little hesitation, but that was wide. Mullen had a good set that time. It's a bit lackadaisical there by the Flyers. 14-8. And Auble will serve. On the way. Dug out there by Maisie Hoy. Looking to line up Michaela. Didn't get all of it, but placed it right where nobody was. And that is just as effective as if you hit it as hard as you possibly can. Some of the most dangerous plays in volleyball are the miss hits because you have no idea where it's going to go. And you're set up to return an attempted spike in a specific format. So a miss hit could kill you. Jessness will check back in. Serve is on the way, received by Anderson. Bruley and Auble has some miscommunication. Falls to the ground, and Coach Morgan might call a timeout here. And she will. It's a 16-8 lead for the Flyers in set 2. We're back in 60 seconds here on KROX.
You've been waiting for a chance to do something that matters, something big without a big price tag. Welcome to Northland Community and Technical College. Here you can have a big impact on a small campus, in classrooms that mirror today's workplace, with instructors who teach from experience and know you by name. You've been waiting for a place like this. Are you ready?
Shopping for groceries is easier than ever with Hugo's Family Marketplace. To simplify life, Hugo's offers convenient online shopping with delivery or curbside pickup at gohugos.com. Even better, shop on the go with the Hugo's Family Marketplace smartphone app. Download e-coupons, recipes, grocery lists, weekly ads, and place your grocery order right from your phone. Save time and save big with Hugo's Family Marketplace, your hometown grocer since 1939.
You're gonna find more low prices, more great stuff when you go to Hugo's.
Hi, I'm Dr. Angie Smith, optometrist at the Crookston Eye Clinic and Foston Eye Clinic. We aim to provide high-quality products to our patients, things that we use ourselves in treating our own dry eye or coatings that we like to use on our own glasses.
We offer myopia control contact lenses for children, which are soft contacts that not only correct their vision, but are designed to slow the progression of their nearsightedness.
The eyes lead the body, and we are passionate about helping the eyes be safer, sharper, and faster.
Crookston Valley Cooperative in Crookston is your full-service local agronomy dealer, delivering the products and services that you've come to expect. Crookston Valley Cooperative specializes in seed, chemical, and fertilizers that you need to keep your farm operation growing. For expert advice you can rely on, give Sean, Mike, or Matt a call at 281-1178 today or stop by at Crookston Valley Cooperative, located at 1122 Fairfax Avenue in Crookston. Crookston Valley Co-op, here to keep you growing.
Welcome to Andy Oman State Farm. We're located on 423 North Broadway, next to Holiday in Crookston, Minnesota. Third generation agent with State Farm. We've got a team here with over 75 years of experience, 6 of us fully licensed, here to serve you. We know insurance is about a promise, and we're here from the beginning to throughout the whole process to deliver on that promise.
Nobody likes to wait on hold, and neither do we. Give our office a call where a cheerful voice is ready to help you right away. Call 218-281-3643.
You've been waiting for a chance to do something that matters, something big without a big price tag. Welcome to Northland Community and Technical College. Here you can have a big impact on a small campus, in classrooms that mirror today's workplace, with instructors who teach from experience and know you by name. You've been waiting for a place like this. Are you ready?
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck, yes. That'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Minnesota, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
Set 3 about to get started. It is 25-9 was the set 2 score. Bagley took set 1 as well in 25-14. They're looking to put the Pirates away in 3. Crookston looking to stay alive here just past 8 o'clock. You're in tune to the Voice of the Valley, KROX in Crookston, Minnesota on 1260 AM, 105.7 FM, and 92.1 FM in Grand Forks and East Grand Forks on this Monday night. It's a beautiful day today. Sometimes on days like this where there's no wind and perfect temperature, why can't you play this outside? But I can obviously see why they wouldn't do that. Thompson will serve over to Kopecky. Auble runs it down. Wagner, left hand delivered. That dig by Maisie Hoy goes back over. Ottermark tries to send it back straight away. Gets played well over to Michaela Hoy, and she sends it straight into the net. 3 sets in a row. Pirates score first as they take the first point in set 3. Had a 3-1 lead, and then we're outscored 24-6 to end that second set. Here comes Kopecky on the way. Good serve. Hoy is there. Thompson. And Michaela Hoy will send a free ball to the back line. Ella Anderson is right there for it. Auble lining up. Ottermark into the net. 1 apiece. Jessness will come back in for Bagley. And Kapula will serve. Low serve, beautifully placed, ends up being an ace. Been the occasional ace for Bagley. Not a lot of points have come from that. Service on the way, a little high floater, tracked down by Maddie Abrams. Auble over to Ottermark, offhand tap, dug out by Jessness, but that's gonna go too far to the bleachers. Nice job there by Ottermark. Using her opposite hand, making a nice play. 2 apiece now in set 3. Ella Anderson will serve. On my calculations here, there's only been 2 players yet to get in for the Pirates here, as that serve received by Thompson. Lining up Jessness, cross court, oh, what a shot! Didn't even jump for that. Put it beautifully over the net and placed it well. What a job there Stella Jessness, the junior. Bit shorter in stature, but they'll still put her on the outside. And that serve goes into the net. Three apiece now in set 3. And substitutions, Kleiner will check back in. Wearing number 9 and will serve. High in the air, received well by Kampula. Thompson lining up Maisie Hoy, and she sent it straight into the net. Pirates up 4-3 in set 3. Very few long rallies. A lot of these points have come quickly. And not a lot of tenure on a lot of these plays. Up in the air, Jessness from the back line. Kampula steps into it. Right over there to Kleiner. Albel lining up Bruley, just a tad too far. And the words of, I think it's Major League, tried the corner and missed. Rest in peace, Bob Uecker. The Brewers honored him last weekend. Everybody had the word Uke on the back of their jerseys. Mr. Baseball, he was. That's one of the funniest movie characters of all time, what Uecker did in that movie. Service on the way to Kopecky. Wagner up. Albel deflected at the net, and she might have stepped over the line. She did. That's been a bit of a common issue for the Pirates in this one, getting a little too close to the net, either running straight into it or crossing that black line, a half-court line right underneath it. 5-4 Flyers serve on the way to Abrams. Receives it up for Wagner. Tries to dump it in 2, but it goes into the net. First multi-point lead of the set for Bagley, up 6-4. There were lots of staff that were here for the first game. Of course, talk with boys hockey head coach Josh Hardy as that hits the top of the net and falls. And it ends up being an ace for a name we haven't mentioned very much, Kira Lynch. Delivers an ace, and it's a 7-4 Flyers lead. Of course, talk to the Andersons, Linda Morgan. Still one of the first events for new activities director Evan Peterson. Great guy. If you haven't had a chance to talk to him, please do. We had him on Valley Talk today. That is that just missed. I thought that hit the line. Didn't miss by much. Too far for Maisie Hoy. Point for the Pirates. We'll take that. 7-5 Flyers. Abrams. 3 quick low dribbles at shin height and delivers. That one just gets over and placed beautifully for an ace. Cut the lead down to 1, 7-6. And lots of things falling around. Some kids over to my right. Running around and stomping on people. Another serve receive error, but they keep this one alive and a free ball back the other way. Anderson up to Wagner, dumps it again. Played well by the Flyers. Jessness, Thompson, and beautiful touch. Right over top and lands it. That was great effort by that back line for the Flyers to keep that point alive after another great serve by Abrams, who now comes out for Lana Peterson. 8-6 Flyers, up 2-0, trying to put the Pirates away in 3. Service on the way, low bullet played by Anderson beautifully to Albel. Great serve receive. Bruley, and kicked in the air somehow, and it almost got back over. Cat-like reflexes by Jessness, but they couldn't get it back over the net. And it'll be a point for the Pirates. 8-7. Bruley will come to serve. Wagner will come in for Anderson, who's taken the libero role since set 2. Service on the way from Bruley. High archer. Played well by Michaela Hoy. Looking to line up Maisie, and there's a whistle that's blown, and I think, yeah, that was Kopecky who got a little too close. Oh, it's either Kopecky or Uttermark, and I'm not sure who it was on. And Coach Morgan is going to come over and get a quick explanation from Steve Fillion of what that call officially was. And Kopecky got credit for that. Heard her say 16. So 9-7. Serve on the way from Maisie Hoy, dug out by Peterson. Anderson looking to line up Kopecky. Delivered and dug out well. That time by Maisie Hoy. Lining up McKalen. Little tapper. Diving is Anderson, but couldn't get it to another Pirate. Good effort, but kept it off the ground. But it goes towards the bleachers and a 10-7 lead for the Flyers. These teams now going back and forth with 3 points apiece in a row. Maisie Hoy will serve, right to Peterson. Auble, up, Uttermark, a bullet, and it's dug out well. Keeping it alive, Maisie Hoy fires too far, and good thing Anderson whiffed on that because she went for the ball and didn't touch it. Good thing, Point Pirates. Mullen has been taking over a lot of the set roles. Kapula can do it too, but they've been keeping her outside, and it's worked for the Flyers. Flyers up 2 in this third set. Auble to serve. That's played well. Kapula will line up Thompson and gets it over the head of Peterson and down. Another good job by Mullen, who's been serving very, very well. Soderstrom will now check back in. Thompson will serve. On the way, cross court, playing it as Auble up near the net. Uttermark taps it with the left hand, and it works well. And it gets down. Jade Uttermark has looked really good whenever she's had some reps in the middle of the net, as Abrams will check back in for Lana Peterson. 11-9 will be the score. Service on the way, maybe. And a couple big thumbs up there from the chair umpire. Wasn't fully ready yet. Let's try that again. Take 2 on the way from Kopecky. Good serve, played well there. Lining up, Soderstrom tapped straight back, kept alive though, and Soderstrom will deliver it back to Kopecky. Abrams sends it into the net, and that was excellent recovery by the Flyers to save that point as it was sent back. Wagner was over there, and then on the ground, it was hit up in the air by Mullen, who will now come out for Jessness. Which means Kapula, who's serving, might be doing some setting as well. Kopecky, serve receive a little low. Auble, Uttermark, another one with the offhand, played by Jessness. Set by Soderstrom, looking to tap it over the line. And another one where the Pirates are too close to the line or hitting the net. Wagner gets hit with that one, and it's 13-9. Serve goes straight into the net. One thing I will mention, though, last year, you can remember last year, there were a vast array of double hits called throughout the league. I have not seen one all night. It's very different from how it was last year. You probably saw 7 or 8 of those a match. Off the back foot, Jessness will find Kopecky. Auble the other way. Wagner free ball is not going to get there. Ends up being a 5-point lead now for the Flyers here, trying to put away the Pirates in 3. They took set 5, 25-14, and then took set 1, 25-14, took set 2, 25-9. Bullet served by Michaelin Hoy, dug out by Kopecky. Auble, free ball by Abrams. Thompson's there. Kapula, Maisie Hoy, too far. Still hanging around, though, is Crookston here in set 3, only down 3 points. And Kleiner will check in. And now will serve. I like these blue Crookston jerseys, but the 4 looks a lot like the 9. So sometimes it's a little hard to tell, and both Peterson and Kleiner have pretty similar hairstyles, so got it right there. Maisie Hoy missed again. So a couple misses in a row for the freshman. And the Pirates are back within 2 here in set 3. Service on the way, hits the edge of the net. Maisie Hoy got there. Thompson delivers, bounces on the net, then goes back over. Soderstrom looks to put it away and missed it wide. And the Pirates can serve to tie this set up. Bagley has not called a timeout all match today. If they lose the lead, they might. Kleiner, made by Thompson. Jessness up to Soderstrom, sent back, kept alive. Everybody's all over the place. Free ball up to Kopecky. Kleiner, Abrams missed it wide. Put some power into that. Good idea, just stayed a little bit outside. as Wagner will now come in for Kleiner. Nothing wrong with being aggressive when you're down 1 in a set. Nothing at all. Aggressiveness is probably the style of play I would educate if I were a volleyball coach. It's probably a good thing I'm not, as that serve is into the net by Soderstrom, and Bagley has gotten a little sloppy here in this third set. Soderstrom will now come out, and back in the game will be Kira Lynch. Pirates again serving for the tie at 15-14 Bagley. Trying to take a set, keep this one going to 4 as Lynch. And lining up Maisie Hoy, not going to miss this one, but it's dug out by Anderson. Wagner, Kopecky down the line, played well by Lynch. They track it down, free ball. Over in the middle, Anderson. Auble, that sets right up near the net, and a beautiful kill there by Bruley. Pirates tie the set at 15 apiece, and as I predicted, lead lost, timeout called here by Coach Schwegel. We'll take a 60-second break, and when we come back, we'll see who can break this 15-15 tie. Coming up right after this.
You deserve the best. Earn your degree at University of Minnesota Crookston with the best public dorms in Minnesota. Ranked by niche. With over 75 programs, you'll easily find the best fit for you. In this close-knit community, you're just around the corner from your new best friends. Plus, the U of M system has the lowest cost after financial aid in the state, so you receive the best value for your education. University of Minnesota Crookston. Small campus, big degree. The best of both worlds.
Welcome to Andy Oman State Farm. We're located on 423 North Broadway, next to Holiday in Crookston, Minnesota. Third generation agent with State Farm. We've got a team here with over 75 years of experience, 6 of us fully licensed, here to serve you. We know insurance is about a promise, and we're here from the beginning to throughout the whole process to deliver on that promise.
Nobody likes to wait on hold, and neither do we. Give our office a call where a cheerful voice is ready to help you right away. Call 218-281-3643.
We're tied at 15 in set 3. Bagley took the first 2 sets. They want to try and get out of here quickly, but the Pirates are not letting that happen as Abrams serves an ace. Pirates take a 1-point lead. Their first lead in the set since it was 1-0. They've scored the first point in all 3 sets today. Keeping composed for the longest time here, but Abrams, after the ace, puts it into the net, and we're tied at 16. Substitution now. Peterson will check back in for Abrams. A lot of good things here out of the Pirates, though, especially in this third set. After trailing by 5 and coming back, you rarely saw that last year. You can already sense some significant improvement in this squad. Free ball on the way from Anderson to the back line, Lynch. Jessness, Maisie Hoy. Didn't want to put all that on it. She's been a bit tentative to put power after a few misses in a row. Kopecky nails it. Uttermark will now check back in for Anderson. And Bruley will step in and be ready to serve. On the way, played up well. Mullen, some confusion there, and that one's going to head back over the net, but missed by Thompson, and the point will go to the Pirates. Their first multi-point lead in any set since it was 3-1 to start set 2. And they're much farther along in this set. 18-16, high in the air. Played well by Michaela Hoy. Lines up, and that might have gone out of bounds. Wagner played it. Uttermark whacks it in 2. Lining up Maisie Hoy, sent back by Uttermark. And up in 2 hands. Bruley calls it off. Trying to set up Uttermark into the middle. Up in the air again. Thompson taps it and finds the corner. Anderson will come back in for Bruley. Nice play there by Thompson. She's done that a few times tonight. (18-17) Crookston trying to extend this match to a 4th set. That serve receive goes back over the net. Opportunity, Michaela Hoy missed it long. Few more errors here in this third set for Bagley, and Crookston starting to smell a set win. It won't take long to remember how many they had last year. But that serve goes into the net. It's 19-18. And especially after a year like last year, how important, even if it's 2-0, how important just one set win would be to this squad. Can't really state that. That's poignant fact. Thompson's serve. Peterson receives it well. Auble sent that one over the net, sent back over, and Wagner ran into the net. Back-to-back points for Bagley. They've tied this one up at 19. Again, in case you're either new to volleyball or haven't heard the rules in a while, you got to win it by 2. So if you're tied at 24, you got to take a 26-24 win as an example. Served, received by Kopecky. Up to Wagner, off the flagpole. 3 in a row from Bagley. And a timeout called by Coach Morgan. She knows how important this set is. We do as well. We'll take 60 seconds, and when we come back, we'll see who will come away victorious in this set here on KROX.
For all of your automotive service needs, call Christian Brothers Ford here in Crookston. We have a service team to handle all of your vehicle's needs. Does your vehicle pull to the right or left? Call and schedule an alignment today. Proper alignment saves gas and wear on your tires. We're here to take care of your vehicle repairs and maintenance. Call Christopher or Jersey in the service department at 281-1338. Make an appointment today with the service department at Christian Brothers Ford of Crookston, where we make it easy.
Well, it ends up being 30 seconds because that timeout was very brief, and we're rolling right in. 2019 Bagley, they want to end this in 3. Crookston looking to extend it to 4. That set's out of bounds. Serves out of bounds, excuse me. 20-20. Abrams will come back in for Peterson. Very, very tight set here on the way, and it misses wide right. That was a good low serve by Kopecky, but couldn't keep it in the lines. Much like me when I try and color in much of anything. 21-20 in favor of the Flyers. Jessness will come back in. Mullen will step out. Kapula will now come in and serve. 21-20 Flyers on the way to Kopecky. Bit of a low serve receive. Nice setup. Auble. Ottermark. Oh, what a dig by Kapula. Up to Soderstrom. Dug out by Wagner back over the net. Back to Soderstrom again. And it goes down. What a play that time by Caitlin Kapula. Lunging one-handed dig. Set it up perfectly. 22-20. That might be the play of the day, honestly. That's instinct and reflexes. You don't practice that. Serve received by Anderson. Auble, Uttermark taps a free ball, and it just grazes over the net and down. Pirates not going away. They made sure to try and not let that crazy point by the Flyers phase them. 22-21. Uttermark out. Anderson to serve. Had some spin on it. From the back line, Thompson, too long. 22 apiece in set 3. So we approach 8:30. Got started around 7:35. This has been the quickest match of the night out of all 3 of them today. Serve on the way up to Kapula. Lining up and into the net on that attempt by Jessness. Crookston scores 3 in a row and a timeout called by Bagley. 23-22. Now our score as the Pirates look to extend this to 4. We'll take another 30-second break and we'll be back right after this on KROX.
For over 45 years, Grove Mechanical has been the trusted choice for heating and cooling solutions in Crookston and the surrounding communities. From furnace repairs to air conditioning installations, we're committed to keeping your home comfortable year-round. We're proud to support this community and all its athletes. Best of luck to the Crookston Pirates this season. Grove Mechanical is behind you all the way.
Bagley's out of timeouts. Crookston 2 points away from taking this to set 4. On the way, high serve. That might not have stayed in play, but they played it anyway. Thompson from the back line. Dug out by Anderson. Auble keeps this one alive. Bruley off her back foot to Thompson. Bagley's a little all over the place. Soderstrom, though, is going to set it right back to where they needed to be. They were scrambling all over there, and Soderstrom was basically the only one who stayed composed. Delivers a kill, and we're tied at 23. Again, you got to win by 2. On the way, stepping into the serve, McKaylin Hoy hits the line! They tried to wait for it to be long, and a perfect ace puts a match point for the Flyers. Probably the best serve of the night. And now looking to end this in 3. They try and scream to distract her, and that must have worked, as that one hops the fence. Why haven't they done that all day? Tied at 24, so now it's first to 26 at least. Kleiner will check back in for Wagner. Big smiles on the faces of the high school kids over there. They feel they had a significant role in that point, and I can't blame them. Service on the way. Lining up toward the back line. Thompson mishit. Set point Pirates to try and get this to 4. And the net is now having a bit of an issue, and Coach and Steve Fillion's got to go and tug on it and make sure it's as it should be. Probably the worst time to have a break is when you're looking to try and extend to a 4th set. Deep breath for Kleiner. Hands held by the Pirates. Lining up. That might not get over. It won't! And the Pirates take set 3. Storm back 26-24. Haven't heard this a lot from the Pirates in a long time. Let's play set 4. We'll take a break and we'll be back right here on KROX.
You can make a sweet life right here in the Red River Valley with a career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Our shift schedule offers 14 days off per month, which gives you time for family, friends, the great outdoors, and everything else you enjoy about small-town living. Entry-level positions are available, and pay starts around $18 per hour. Apply today at crystalsugar.com and share in our sweet success.
From shoulder to hand, hips to toes, and everything in between, the Riverview Health Orthopedic Team has you covered. With advanced training and joint replacements, upper and lower extremity, spine, foot, and ankle care, you know you'll be in good hands with Drs. Spinell, Schall, Sekundiak, Stanky, Kim, and Abasi. For appointments, call Riverview Clinic at 218-281-9595.
Riverview Health, exceptional people, exceptional care. Riverview Health.
You deserve the best. Earn your degree at University of Minnesota Crookston with the best public dorms in Minnesota. Ranked by niche. With over 75 programs, you'll easily find the best fit for you. In this close-knit community, you're just around the corner from your new best friends. Plus, the U of M system has the lowest cost after financial aid in the state, so you receive the best value for your education. University of Minnesota Crookston. Small campus, big degree. The best of both worlds.
Ever wonder what your city government does for you? They provide police and fire protection, emergency and disaster preparation, building code and zoning enforcement, street repair, cleaning and snow plowing, curbside garbage and recycling collection, plus spring and fall cleanup weeks. They deliver safe drinking water and maintain a wastewater system. They care for 22 parks and provide year-round recreation activities. They give loans for economic development and housing. They do all this and much more with the help of your city employees.
Shopping for groceries is easier than ever with Hugo's Family Marketplace. To simplify life, Hugo's offers convenient online shopping with delivery or curbside pickup at gohugos.com. Even better, shop on the go with the Hugo's Family Marketplace smartphone app. Download e-coupons, recipes, grocery lists, weekly ads, and place your grocery order right from your phone. Save time and save big with Hugo's Family Marketplace, your hometown grocer since 1939.
You're gonna find more low prices, more great stuff when you go to Hugo's.
Well, it's been a long time since Crookston in a regulation non-tournament, which go to 3 sets max, have won a set. They did in all of last year, and they have in their first match of this year. I mentioned that there has been some significant improvement, but the results now show it. And that's important. So now you won set 3, you're thinking, well, we can win the next 2. What do you got to lose? Bagley looks so sharp. They only allowed 23 points in the first 2 sets combined. And Crookston scores 26 in set 3. And now we'll play a 4th. Auble will serve to get this started. New territory for a lot of these Pirates. As Soderstrom will fire away and miss long. And 4th set in a row, Pirates strike first. How will they handle playing in a 4th set? It's been a little while. And besides, if you do it in a scrimmage, which will normally take 3 sets max anyway. There's a kill there for Soderstrom. Now it back up at 1. It feels a little different, especially when you drop the first 2 sets and then win the 3rd. Momentum is now on your side. Serve on the way, dug out by Kopecky. Auble up to Wagner. Deflected at the net. Diving is Thompson to keep that one alive. And sent straight back by Uttermark. But she didn't actually hit it. It hit the net anyway. Point Pirates 2-1. And as a reminder, 5th set will only go to 15 if we get there. Everybody on the C squad who's watching, JV who's watching here behind, we're all holding hands at that 25-24 point. They knew how important it was. But now you can keep going. Soderstrom fakes it for a free ball behind Pirates. And sending a delivering a kill. Jade Uttermark. 3-1. Maybe some nerves coming into these Bagley fans, and especially the players on the bench right now. It's hard to stop a runaway train. How fast is this train going right now as there's an ace? It's starting to pick up some steam. 4-1 Pirates in set 4. As Emmy Ekry, for the first time, will check into the game for the Flyers in set 4. Ekry gets called off. Confusion and down. And now Bagley's the one all out of sorts. 5-1 in set 4. Away from Kopecky. Misplayed on the serve receive. How do you like this? 6-1 as they push to try and get this to a 5th set. 2 aces in the last 3 serves for Kopecky. Fires away again. Another good one. Lining up Justness into the net. Nothing is going right for the Flyers, and they need an early timeout. Crookston is rolling. Up 7-1 in set 4, trying to take this to a 5th set. We'll be back right after this on KROX.
Crookston Valley Cooperative in Crookston is your full-service local agronomy dealer, delivering the products and services that you've come to expect. Crookston Valley Cooperative specializes in seed, chemical, and fertilizers that you need to keep your farm operation growing. For expert advice you can rely on, give Sean, Mike, or Matt a call at 281-1178 today or stop by at Crookston Valley Cooperative, located at 1122 Fairfax Avenue in Crookston. Crookston Valley Co-op, here to keep you growing.
If you thought the Pirates had a chance to win this one, you would have thought I was insane. And now, after they stormed back after down 13-8 in set 3 to win 26-24, they're now up 7-1 to start set 4. Kopecky has been serving bullets. We'll look to continue that trend. Bagley looking to try and find something. Kopecky, another nice serve. Soderstrom setting up Justness. Lobs one to the back. Was that touched? No! Or was it? Yes, it was. It was ruled touched by the chair umpire. Initially, it was not. by the line judge. They rule it's a touch. Bagley will get the point. Kopecki's hand did graze it. 7-2. Kaylin Hoy will now serve. Jumps into one, into the net, and Bagley can't capitalize. Bruley will wait to sub in. Will come in as the libero switch. On her mark, out. Service on the way from Anderson, next to no spin on it. Finding Maisie Hoy, and tipped at the net and down. Off the hand of Bruley. And multiple substitutions coming in as Thompson and Lynch will check in. And Soderstrom and Eckery will check out. On the way from Lynch, received by Abrams. Wagner sets up Bruley, and down, a kill! 9-3 Pirates have not held a lead this large all game. Kleiner will check back in and will serve. Wagner out. Before our interview, Coach Morgan said that the team was buzzing after they had two very solid sets at the end of their scrimmages on Saturday. It's starting to come together a little bit. Chestnus in two, punched up in the air by Obel and out of bounds. Shakes it off, saying, there's not much more I can do about that. 9-4. Wagner will come back in for Kleiner. The last Crookston match that was more than 3 sets was a 3-1 victory over Mahnomen-Waban on August 29th of 2 years ago. We're on the 2-year mark since this has happened. And if they're going to win, they need to win in 5. Obel, did you get it? No, oh, that was really close. Didn't miss by much. We got a Dolly Parton on the scoreboard. It's 9-5. I know that's terrible, but it's one of my favorite ones that I can do. As we have a shoe tie break here from the server, Madison Mullen. On the way, and Kopecki just put her foot out and landed right on it, so it ends up being an ace. I don't know if that was the plan there. 3 points in a row for Bagley, trying to climb back into this 4th set. On the way. Played well by Abrams. Wagner in 2, had it too high. Mullen was there. Up to Thompson, trying to find a corner. Wagner's there. Obel, right back to Wagner, off her back foot, left hand to the back line. Played well by Lynch. Mullen, up across. Maisie Hoy tries to tap it. Abrams is ready for it for the Pirates. Obel, Abrams again, and missed it wide. 4 in a row for the Flyers. They've cut this lead down to 2. But still in the relatively early stages of set 4. Tell you what, for an opening match, this has been pretty fun. Crookston showing a lot of intensity and heart. That serve receive wacky, but Wagner somehow got a hand on it, but got her hand under it. Can't do that. That's a lift. On an off serve receive, 5 points in a row for Bagley, and they're serving to tie this set up at 9 apiece. What a match this has been. Glad all of you are here with me on either KROX Radio or KROX TV. We certainly appreciate it. Received by Anderson. Wagner a dump and played well. Lining up Maisie Hoy and sent back off the shoulder of the chair umpire. That's a point for Bagley, and they've tied this one up at 9. And that's enough for Coach Morgan to call a timeout. 8-2 since Bagley called theirs, and they've tied it up at 9. We're back on KROX.
Shopping for groceries is easier than ever with Hugo's Family Marketplace. To simplify life, Hugo's offers convenient online shopping with delivery or curbside pickup at GoHugos.com. Even better, shop on the go with the Hugo's Family Marketplace smartphone app. Download e-coupons, recipes, grocery lists, weekly ads, and place your grocery order right from your phone. Save time and save big with Hugo's Family Marketplace, your hometown grocer since 1939.
You're gonna find more low prices, more great stuff when you go to Hugo's.
Here we go now. We're in the fourth set. If you're just joining us and you're wondering, wait, fourth set? Yeah, we're in a fourth set. This is fun. As mentioned, it's been 2 years on Friday. This is the 29th of August. This is the last time they've had one go more than 3 sets. When they beat the team they're playing tomorrow, Monoman Waban. Wagner tries to dump it in 2, gets blocked. Sent back by Thompson. That's a 7-0 run for Bagley, and they have a 10-9 lead. They lost all sense at the start of this set, took a timeout. Maybe they got a stern talking to by Coach Schwagel, and now they're rolling again. Wagner set too close to the net. Thompson says you can't do that, as I'm going to send it right back. (11-9), 8 in a row for the Flyers. And Coach Morgan only has 1 timeout. Got to use that wisely. Served by Mullen, low receive. Aubel's there, free ball from Wagner. Puts some charge into it off the net and gets over. Mullen now, Kampula tries to tap it. Bruley sends it back over. Thompson back over. Abrams with the offhand. Sent it straight back down. (11-10). And it looked like Uttermark thought she was coming in and then was told, actually, no, but you're next. (11-10). Away from Abrams. Played well by Michaela Hoy. Set up Kampula. Diving is Anderson to keep that one alive. Wagner up Kopecky. Cross court. Played well by Macy Hoy. Lining up Thompson again and delivers again. Struggled in set 3, and now she's come back alive in set 4 as Peterson will come back in for Abrams. Uttermark is probably going to be the next rotation to come in for the Pirates. 12-10 Bagley. They've scored 9 of the last 10 points. On the way, Bruley, got it! Now Uttermark will come in for Anderson. And this is just match 1. Got a lot more coming. Service on the way. Kampula lining up Thompson again. That's way too far. 12-12 in the 4th. Abrams. Flyers, high archer, sent up in the air. Kampula lining up Michaela Hoy, sent straight back! Rylan Aubel on the far side. Gives Crookston the lead right back. It's 13-12. Both coaches with 1 timeout remaining in this set. Service on the way. Received well. Michaela Hoy will back it, send it back over to Peterson. Aubel, Kopecky, cross court. Michaela Hoy's right there. Mullen. Thompson sent back that time by Kopecky and then right back over the net. Aubel. Free ball way in the air. Lynch is there for it. Mullen. Kampula cross court. Wagner's there for it. Aubel pushed over by Peterson to the corner. Lynch is there. One of the longest rallies of the night in 2. Bruley on the back row. Up in the air, Peterson. And free ball over by Aubel. Along the sideline, Maisie Hoy. Lining up McKalen. Tipped at the line. One-hand dig, and it's going to land. Longest rally of the night goes the way of the Flyers. We're tied at 13. Soderstrom will now check back in. Lynch will come out. Thompson will serve. 13 apiece in set 4. Crookston trying to get this to 5. Bagley trying to survive a scare. No spin on that. Wagner. Aubel. Ottermark! That's good! On a dancing to my right for some of the C Squad and JV players. Second round for a good one. Service on the way, hugging the out-of-bounds line. Mullen had to lunge for it. Soderstrom steps into one and dug out by Peterson. Auble, Ottermark again, little tap. Kept alive, set in two by Soderstrom. Auble's there, Ottermark free ball in two. To the back line, Thompson. Mullen, Kampula, little tap, lunging, and can't get that one down. Was Peterson. 14 apiece as Jessness will come back in. Mullen out, and that is Kampula who will be serving. 14 all set 4. Played well by Kopecky. Auble, Ottermark, got it! She's been fantastic tonight. Abrams will now check back in for Peterson. And with Kopecky serving, this is one of the taller lineups that Crookston will rush out there. Wagner in the front row. You got Kopecky on the back row with Auble, who could play outside, and then the libero Ella Anderson. Received by Thompson. Mullen, Soderstrom, dug out by Anderson. Over the net, couldn't send it back, got to get it over. Soderstrom does, played by Kopecky. Auble to the middle, Ottermark again. That one's too far. 15 apiece in set 4. What a match this has been. And a little hesitation. Kampula and some confusion. Officials' time. I think it's the person after Kampula that might be serving. Yeah, it is. Kampula went and grabbed the ball and then realized it wasn't her. Michaela Hoy is the one to serve. Good catch there by the officials and Coach Schwegel, making sure that their substitution order wasn't mixed up. And Michaela Hoy will serve. Kopecky didn't get all of that. Anderson has to run back to get it. Great set. Free ball by Ottermark. Played by Thompson. Kampula. Soderstrom. Dug out by Auble. Nearly running into each other. Wagner to Abrams. Put some spin on it. Played by Michaela Hoy. Dump in two. Whacked over. Ottermark is playing great center of the net. Punched over by Michaela Hoy. Diving is Anderson to keep that one alive. Abrams fires and misses wide. And Bagley's in front at 16-15. Big time set here. On the way, Michaela Hoy. A bullet ends up right to Anderson. Firing away. Abrams, that's over the net. Sent back over. Still fighting. Ottermark did get it over. Killed to the backside and is delivered by Anderson. Keeps it up in the air. Now confusion. Abrams' free ball just barely gets over the net. What is happening right now? Soderstrom cross court. Auble's there for it. Tracked down by Anderson. Up to Abrams and spikes it into the net after all of that. And now a multi-point lead for Bagley in set 4. Haven't had this at any point besides 11-9. Another laser. Kopecky with a mistake on the serve receive. And in a really good place right now. Bagley starting to surge. On the way, high in the air. Ottermark, free ball. Thompson's there for it. And Soderstrom off the top of the net. Auble's there, goes over her head. It's spinning is Anderson to keep that one alive. Free ball by Ottermark. Kampula, Soderstrom, tipped at the net. Kopecky punches at it, but it hits the net and drops. And a timeout will be called by Coach Morgan. Bagley's turned things around, and they're looking to put this away in 4. We'll be back right after this on KROX.
You've been waiting for a chance to do something that matters, something big without a big price tag. Welcome to Northland Community and Technical College. Here you can have a big impact on a small campus, in classrooms that mirror today's workplace, with instructors who teach from experience and know you by name. You've been waiting for a place like this. Are you ready?
20-15 Bagley. They have surged from being down 9-3. They've now outscored the Pirates 17-6 to get to this point. They outscored them 24-6 to end set 2. 5 points away from coming back after that third set and fourth set start. Coach Morgan's out of timeouts. Bagley 5 points away. Served by McKaylin Hoy. Dug out by Abrams. Uttermark sprints to get there. Free ball on the way from Obel. Back to McKaylin Hoy. Kampora. Fake by Soderstrom with the offhand. Maisie Hoy. Kopecky ran it down. Free ball Anderson. Not high enough, excuse me. Ends up going into the net. And Bagley's 4 points away at 21-15. Service on the way. Kopecky's serve receive goes over the net. Play by McKaylin Hoy. Kampula. Soderstrom didn't get all of that. Jumped too early, but again, it's those miss hits that can be so lethal. And Bagley's now 3 points away and are looking to survive the storm that the Pirates put on them at the end of set 3 and the start of set 4. Laser. Anderson. And it back over the net. Jessness, dug out by Anderson. Lining up, Abrams with her offhand. Played well by Kapura. Back to Soderstrom. Cross court, got the line. Bagley now 2 points away. Mixing some players around. Bruley coming in for Uttermark. But they did change the point, so it's a Crookston point. They flipped it around. And then a serve goes into the net, so they give the point back anyway. There was a violation they called at the last minute. I was writing things down. I looked back up, and they changed the score, so my apologies for not being as punctual with that. Soderstrom out Lynch in, 23-16 Bagley. 2 points away from winning in 4. On the way. Well, Wagner a little tap into. Thompson plays it back to Lynch. Maisie Hoy sent straight back. Might have been Obel again that got a hand on that. 23-17. Kleiner will come in and serve. Crookston looks like a completely different team in these third and fourth sets than what they were in the first two. Very impressive. Kleiner, those high floating serves that she's been doing all day. That goes over the net. Bruley tries to send it back. Diving is Lynch, kept alive. Free ball by Thompson. Back to the line and Kopecky. Kleiner, Abrams, missed it. And a match point now for Bagley. They had one that was saved at the end of set 3. But now Crookston needs to save 7 in a row if they want to try and extend this to a 5th set. Jessness will be serving to try and put this away for the Flyers. Flyers, Kopecky with a misplay on the serve receive, and that's how this one comes to an end. Credit where credit's due to the Crookston Pirates. They played one of their best volleyball matches we've seen in a long time. But in 4 sets, Bagley wins it 25-14, 25-9, 24-26, 25-17. We'll take a break and we'll be back with our Riverview Health post-game show. We'll talk with Coach Katie Morgan as well. That'll be coming up right after this here on KROX.
Hi, I'm Dr. Angie Smith, optometrist at the Crookston Eye Clinic and Foston Eye Clinic. We aim to provide high-quality products to our patients, things that we use ourselves in treating our own dry eye or coatings that we like to use on our own glasses.
We offer myopia control contact lenses for children, which are soft contacts that not only correct their vision, but are designed to slow the progression of their nearsightedness.
The eyes lead the body, and we are passionate about helping the eyes be safer, sharper, and faster.
Crookston Valley Cooperative in Crookston is your full-service local agronomy dealer, delivering the products and services that you've come to expect. Crookston Valley Cooperative specializes in seed, chemical, and fertilizers that you need to keep your farm operation growing. For expert advice you can rely on, give Sean, Mike, or Matt a call at 281-1178 today or stop by at Crookston Valley Cooperative, located at 1122 Fairfax Avenue in Crookston. Crookston Valley Co-op, here to keep you growing.
Welcome to Andy Oman State Farm. We're located on 423 North Broadway, next to Holiday in Crookston, Minnesota. Third generation agent with State Farm. We've got a team here with over 75 years of experience, 6 of us fully licensed, here to serve you. We know insurance is about a promise, and we're here from the beginning to throughout the whole process to deliver on that promise.
Nobody likes to wait on hold, and neither do we. Give our office a call where a cheerful voice is ready to help you right away. Call 218-281-3643.
You've been waiting for a chance to do something that matters, something big without a big price tag. Welcome to Northland Community and Technical College. Here you can have a big impact on a small campus, in classrooms that mirror today's workplace, with instructors who teach from experience and know you by name. You've been waiting for a place like this. Are you ready?
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck yes, that'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Minnesota, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
Welcome back here to the Crookston High School Gymnasium. Tell you what, this was a lot of fun. Fun 4 sets, which we haven't had in 2 years. As mentioned, it was August 29th of 2 years ago against Monoman Waubun, where Crookston won that match 3-1. That was the last time Crookston played in the 4th set. With it being 2 years, that's a crazy amount of time. And back in it, and they were down in the first 2 sets and then came back and took set 3, which is big time. That was a huge result there for the Pirates, and everybody knew it. Everybody, for the fans, the parents, the C squad and JV players, everybody knew how important that was to get that 4th set, to get that 3rd set when they came back down 5 to take it. And then they were off to a great start in set 4, had a 7-1 lead, then a 9-3 lead, but were then outscored 22-8. And that ended that run for the Pirates. But still a fantastic match. We'll get the stats as well coming up in just a little bit here on our Riverview Health post-game show. A couple players you can definitely keep an eye on for the Pirates this year. They're going to be making some noise. I mean, Jade Uttermark, fantastic in the middle. Abby Bruley, we knew she was good blocking. That's exactly what she was. Did a tremendous job blocking. And that's just one of those things that if you teach you really well and they do really well, they can hold on for a long time. It was very close throughout the first half of set 1, but then Bagley closed them out 25-14, and Bagley was in cruise control after being down 3-1 in the start of set 2. They were outscored. They outscored the Pirates 24-6 to take set 2 by a score of 25-9. They were up 13-8. Bagley was in set 3, looking to get out in 3, and Crookston said not so fast. Outscored them 18-11 in that final stretch, including multiple aces on the line there. Maddie Abrams with an ace in that list. Kopecky with an ace. She had 3 on the day. And another good point. Then off the edge of that red and white flagpole goes out of bounds. And the Pirates took set 3, 26-24. Got off to a great start in set 4, but couldn't hold it. Pirates take that one 25-17. And with us here, we have got the head coach of the Crookston Pirates, Coach Katie Morgan. I tell you what, from how this match went, down 2 sets in a relatively dominant fashion, getting outscored, only scoring 23 points in those first 2 sets. I think we probably need to start with that third set. Down 13-8 at one point, came all the way back, took it an extra point, and just the whole energy on this side, getting that set win. How important was that for this entire program?
Huge. That's not even probably, I could say so many words, but just going to say with huge. The girls were buzzing. I mean, I was so nervous for them just knowing the previous years. I mean, hate to bring it up, but we didn't even win a set last year. So starting off first match and getting a set, and in the fashion that we did too, coming back from those 2 first sets where we weren't playing very well. And like I told the girls, we earned that win. Like, we beat them. That was all for how our players were playing. So overall, I'm extremely proud of how our girls played tonight.
There's different questions that I've asked you than normal. How much does it take to come after being down 2-0, in which you scored single-digit points in that second set? How much does it take for those girls to storm back and get that set win? Because you got to dig a little deeper for that.
Yeah, absolutely. It is very difficult. Volleyball is a huge mental game, and I'll give that to our players. Like we said pregame, the girls choose to come here and put their all in, and you could see that in the start of set 3. They wanted to be here. They wanted to get that win, and then you could totally tell how they were playing. We had, barely any drop balls. Our defense was crazy. Our serve receive was like polar opposite. We missed, 6 or 7 serves in that first set. So that was huge. Like, we just had a totally different team step out on the court. And just really fun to see.
Yeah, let's talk about some of those points throughout the match. Some notes that I have: you scored first in all 4 sets, up 3-1 in 3 of them. And the only one that you weren't was the one you won. So there were good starts in all 4 sets.
Yeah.
You really came out and played well, up 9-3 in set 4. And they ended up coming back and making a run at it to take that set 4. Is it weird at some points for this team because it's been a while since they've played a 4th set? Because that's a new environment for a lot of those players.
Oh, it's huge. I mean, we're so young to start with. And then, last year we didn't even make it to 4 sets. So just knowing how to come back and, keep playing is huge. And I think it says a lot for our girls and their mental game and their positivity, and just knowing that they choose to be excited and wanting to win.
Who were some players on your side that you thought really stepped up today? Jade Uttermark was one on my list that I wanted to start with, but I wanted to hear some others that you might have come up with.
Yeah, Jade did a phenomenal tonight. She is such a smart player. She can read the court so well. It's so fun to hear her on the bench, just talking about where the ball is, who's the server going to. 9 times out of 10, she's got that correct.
Yep.
She just can read so well. And then going into the offensive side of it is she can see exactly where everyone is on the court. So she knows when to swing. She knows when to tip. She's just such a smart player, and we definitely saw that tonight. With her, I think she had 8 kills tonight, so which is huge. I don't think we have had a hitter in a while have 8 kills themselves, so that was really fun. And then it was really fun to see Keaton Kleiner. She really stepped it up. I told the girls we had so many missed serves. I said, I'm going to find somebody that can serve for us. And Keaton did exactly what we asked for her. We asked her to go in there, serve the ball over the net, set 1 rotation, and then probably get subbed out. And that's exactly what she did. Maybe not on the stat book. She's going to show big stats, but she did exactly what she was asked to do coming off the bench, and it was a huge momentum builder for us. And then I think just our defensive players, never giving up, really. They got the ball. That's been our huge topic for the last 2 weeks of just it starts with a pass. They probably feel like I'm nagging on them all the time, but when we can get a pass, we can get it to our setter. We can, Rylan can make a beautiful set, and then our hitters can do something. We're in a whole different ball game this year. We haven't really had, these problems or, but yeah, it's just fun to be in a whole different realm of volleyball.
A lot of times when you see work coming back, especially after last year, we didn't win a set all year, and then coming in, sometimes it might take a few matches to kind of get to that point. How cool is it to have that first set win in the first match of the year? Because that really sets a tone.
Oh, it sure does, and that's what we talked about at the end of the match. It's really fun. I really like how our schedule is set up. We play really good teams for us right away in the season. So it's really fun to see us. They're Bagley's comparable to us, Monoman Waban, and then Red Lake Falls. They're all very comparable. It'll be really fun and a really big confidence builder for our players.
Any final thoughts about this game that we have not mentioned?
No, I think the girls were buzzing, and they're really excited to be back tomorrow, and it's fun that we get to play right away again tomorrow.
Well, we'll be back as well, same time, same place. I'll be here once again, so we'll see you tomorrow. Great job today. Let's see if that momentum can keep on going.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks, Gabe.
Thank you very much. That was the head coach of the Crookston Pirates, Coach Katie Morgan, here with us on the Riverview Health post-game show. We very much appreciate her time. We'll take one final full break, and then when we come back, we'll take a look at our Draft Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard update, get some stats run your way, and then wrap it up here from the Crookston High School Gymnasium. We're back after this on KROX.
Hi, I'm Dr. Angie Smith, optometrist at the Crookston Eye Clinic and Foston Eye Clinic. We aim to provide high-quality products to our patients, things that we use ourselves in treating our own dry eye or coatings that we like to use on our own glasses.
We offer myopia control contact lenses for children, which are soft contacts that not only correct their vision, but are designed to slow the progression of their nearsightedness.
The eyes lead the body, and we are passionate about helping the eyes be safer, sharper, and faster.
Crookston Valley Cooperative in Crookston is your full-service local agronomy dealer, delivering the products and services that you've come to expect. Crookston Valley Cooperative specializes in seed, chemical, and fertilizers that you need to keep your farm operation growing. For expert advice you can rely on, give Sean, Mike, or Matt a call at 281-1178 today, or stop by at Crookston Valley Cooperative, located at 1122 Fairfax Avenue in Crookston. Crookston Valley Co-op, here to keep you growing.
Welcome to Andy Oman State Farm. We're located on 423 North Broadway, next to Holiday in Crookston, Minnesota. Third generation agent with State Farm. We've got a team here with over 75 years of experience, 6 of us fully licensed, here to serve you. We know insurance is about a promise, and we're here from the beginning to throughout the whole process to deliver on that promise.
Nobody likes to wait on hold, and neither do we. Give our office a call where a cheerful voice is ready to help you right away. Call 218-281-3643.
You've been waiting for a chance to do something that matters, something big without a big price tag. Welcome to Northland Community and Technical College. Here you can have a big impact on a small campus, in classrooms that mirror today's workplace, with instructors who teach from experience and know you by name. You've been waiting for a place like this. Are you ready?
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck yes, that'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Minnesota, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
As we welcome you back here, let's take a look at our final stats. There were a lot of good things for the Pirates in this match, to say the least, as Jade Uttermark had 8 kills. Abby Bruley ended up with 5. Brenna Kopecky ended up with 3. 16 kills by 3 players. Last year, we were hard-pressed to get 16 in a match for those players. So that was a fan from all the players on the team. So that shows improvement. Abel had 2 blocks. Abrams had 1 as well. Diggs, Ella Anderson with 8, Allison Wagner and Lana Peterson with 7 apiece. Rylan Albel, the primary center, walks away with 16. Britta Kopecky with 3 aces. Maddie Abrams with 2. Jade Uttermark had 1 as well. So really solid stuff for the Pirates. For Bagley, Kaylin Hoy had 8 kills, ended up with 3 aces as well. Maisie Hoy had 6 kills, 2 aces on the card. 8 kills and 1 ace as well. For the name I was starting to find out, Kaylee Thompson. Kira Lynch had an ace. We had Kaylin Kabula with 3 aces and 3 kills. 11 kills for Alexis Soderstrom. That led the charge. And then 4 kills and an ace for Stella Jessness. Lastly here, we'll take a look at our Draft Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard update before we wrap things up. And fortunately, we haven't been able to say a lot of good news about the Twins lately, and that's continued as they fell to who's honestly the best team in the American League, the Toronto Blue Jays, 10-4. That one, Joe Ryan got the loss, allowed 4 runs in the first. Max Scherzer comes away with the win. They'll be playing again tomorrow at 6:07. But we won't be carrying that game because we'll be right back here tomorrow. If you enjoyed this, guess what? You get another helping of it. As the Pirates will host, we're going from Flyers to Thunderbirds. That's not necessarily too far off. As Monoman Waban is going to come into town. Once again, C Squad at 5, JV at 6. This varsity match started at 7:35. If you are a betting person, which I'm not, but you could probably bet that it won't start at 7:35 again. There's never start the same time twice in a row. They just never do. And you can take that to the bank. But we'll have the pregame show right after the JV match ends right here on KROX. And as I take one last look here, see what we've got. Goodrich Grigla, they beat Warroad in 5 sets, 3 sets to 2. Northern Freeze, they beat the Lake of the Woods 3 sets to 1. Roseau, they shut out International Falls 3 sets to none. Those are the 3 we have in the area. And that concludes our Draft Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard update. And that wraps up our coverage tonight. Once again, be right back here tomorrow. Roughly 6:45 to 7 will be our pregame show. I'm Gabe Bishop, who did all the play-by-play. Chris Fee updated all the website, took all the pictures as well. Blake Fee on the camera. Appreciate all of them. Appreciate all of you for tuning in tonight. Final score, Crookston drops this match 3 sets to 1, 25-14, 25-9, 24-26, and 25-17. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.